our research and our developmental work, again, has yielded construction materials and techniques that either completely eliminate or minimize to almost negligible levels any outgassing, particularly from formaldehyde. Any disaster housing unit that FEMA accepts from any vendor is accepted only on the condition that that unit is tested prior to delivery to FEMA and the testing results fall below the established standards. So before FEMA actually accepts a unit from any housing provider, it undergoes rigorous testing to some very strict standards. In terms of the, again, materials from which they're constructed, the way they're constructed, and actual features inside the unit, we're attempting to put units out there that are more suitable to long-term occupancy by families. So we're putting in some comfort features, and again, we're really focusing on health and safety type features in these units. So we're upgrading as we go along, and as we learn more and more, we're putting units out there that will be more suitable to the range of use and essentially the livability of the unit for those occupying the unit. We'll be using students here at the National Emergency Training Center, instructors, anyone else who may have some interest in the unit, and we're also looking for a range of people, from those who have absolutely no experience at all with disaster housing to people that have a considerable amount of experience, so that we get a good cross-section of feedback and a range of feedback. So we'll actually have people occupying these units here at the National Emergency Training Center, and once that occupancy is completed, or when their class is completed, they'll be providing us feedback information through some standard evaluation processes that we've developed, and then we'll be able to take those evaluations and start judging the performance of the unit. We plan to have this project going on for several months, so we can go through different seasons and different climate changes and different types of environmental conditions. We expect to learn a lot, and we've already learned a lot, not only about the units themselves, but about the providers and suppliers of the units. Again, things like how well or how easy it is to install the units, how well the units perform, the delivery of the units, whether any specialized equipment is required to install the units, and particularly important is how easy it is for us to maintain the units. So we're collecting all this information from the moment a unit arrives here at our testing facility, and then we have staff on hand who will be here through the entire process to continue to collect not only the evaluations from the occupants, but collect information as to how well the units are performing and living up to the environmental conditions. We'll be using the results towards our continued development. As I said, our ultimate goal is to hopefully be able to have decision makers in the field evaluate their conditions they're facing on any disaster and input those conditions into some type of a tool, and that tool will in turn produce a range of disaster housing units that might be suitable for that particular operation or particular circumstances of that disaster. So again, we're looking to increase the range of options that we have available.